Hey guys, this is my review of the McFarlane Assassin's Creed Revelations Ezio action figure. I believe this toy is based on how Ezio dressed at the beginning of the game. I recently checked my Assassin's Creed video game, and at the end of the game I had Ezio wearing 2 golden shoulder pads, so this figure is definitely not based on how he looks at the end of the game with all his power-ups and equipments, etc. But as you can see, focusing on the wrist blades, he comes with 2 regular wrist blades. Now, at the opening scene of Assassin's Creed, you see Ezio fighting, and one of the guards actually broke one of his wrist blades, and he had to get it replaced with the hook blade that he got from one of the assassins in the country where Revelations took place. I kind of forget where that was. I like the details around the costume. I mean, I like this symbol on his jacket flap. I also like the symbol on his chest. Not sure if you can see clearly because of the sword, but yeah, there it is. And I also like the symbol on his shoulder pad. I also like the nice sculpting on the jacket flap. It's a shame that they didn't bother painting this part because it's so well sculpted. Now, for the articulation on this guy, the figure is very fiddly, but it doesn't have a full range of motion. What I mean by that is, well, it does have all the points of articulation you'd want on a figure, but the points of articulation the articulation's hindered. For example, the arms go in and out, but they're cut because of these shoulder pads, the fur right here. They don't really... that hinders it. It also hinders it when you try to rotate the arm. It can go about a little less than 180 degrees, but the elbow, you do get a 90-degree elbow bend right here. And as you can see, it does have articulation at the wrist, so the hand moves up and down like so. And it also rotates above that joint. You can also rotate the head. Because of this hood, you kind of have to press on the nose up and down. Now, for the legs, because of these jacket flaps, they hinder the articulation of the legs a lot. I do believe the legs are fully articulated, but you can't move the legs out very far because of this jacket. And you can't quite get his feet to go out very far in this direction either. He does bend 90 degrees at the knee though, which is probably the best you'll get out of the legs, and his feet do rotate, so you can kind of have him like that, like he's got penguin feet. Now, the figure does come with 2 weapons. Hold on, can you see it clearly? Yeah. Comes with the sword and a knife. Now, I actually got 2 of this figure. Here's the other one right here. Focusing so you can see a bit better. You can see that this one, it has the wrist blades retracted. He actually comes with the wrist blade out and the wrist blade retracted. And he also comes with 2 sets of hands. One is the open hands, and the other you see is more for the wrist blades to show that he's popping the wrist blades out. Now you can actually get him to hold the knife and the sword in either hand. He looks pretty good with the sword and the knife, in my opinion. Okay, now it's comparison time. As you can see, here's the NECA Ezio, which came with the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations 2-pack. It's got a lighter blue than the McFarlane figure I have, and because the design looks similar, I assume this is also based on how Ezio looked at the beginning of the game, but as you can see here, this one does have the hook blade, and this one has the regular hidden blade. They retract in about that much. You can actually take these out. I prefer to leave them in most of the time. Now, he does have a lot more detail than the McFarlane figure. I mean, there's silver paint on these jacket flaps, and you can see the gauntlet and the shoulder pads are nicely detailed as well. Now, he does have much better leg articulation, because you've got cuts right here and here. Legs can go out that much. You can... his legs go up. The feet can bend completely. Now, when I checked my game, he does actually have a cut right here in his jacket. But this is supposed to be just one piece, because I think this actually goes over his jacket, like the symbol on his jacket here. So, all in all, I think Ezio is a great figure. While the articulation at the legs do suck, I do like the overall aesthetic of the figure and the weapons it comes with. The sculpted lines and the symbols make this figure look great. I also like the sculpt on the jacket right here, because it really shows how many layers of clothing he's supposed to have there. And you still do get decent articulation with the arms. They've got decent range of motion. And you can get them in some pretty cool poses like this. So if you want to pick this up, you can go to your local GameStop and pick up Ezio for about $14.99. Well, that's about it for the review. Be sure to follow me on twitter.com/legendantihero. And you can also add me on Facebook at facebook.com/legendantihero. You can also check out my Instagram, which is Legendary Antihero. And I also have a TFW profile, which is also Legend Antihero.